Hey guys, this is a real quick and short video teaching you how to annotate sources online. Now, I know that most of you watching this video already know how to annotate things on paper. You've had teachers give you printed news articles or printed pieces of text, and you know how to do the highlighting and the writing notes and the little dotted lines, and you know how to do all that stuff. But due to certain things that have happened on planet Earth recently, we are reading off screens now more than ever. And there's a good chance that currently and in the future, you're going to have to read things from Google Docs, StudySync, Canvas, Edgenuity. Somebody might email you a PDF. You're going to need to read things. And annotating things on the screen is a little different from annotating on paper because you don't have as much control when you're on a screen. So I'm going to go over a really simple method that I like to use to annotate sources on a screen. It works with most platforms, and it's a really good thing for you to do because it's going to save you time. Instead of having to open an article, read it, go look at your sheet of questions, fill it out, oh wait, what was that? And then go back to your article, read that, go back to the question. You can just read it once, do a good job annotating, and not have to go back and forth nearly as much. It's going to save you time. So what I'm going to do right now is I am going to show you first my really simple method for annotating, 3 steps only, real nice and simple. And then I'm going to pull up an example news article on my screen, and I'll show you what it looks like to go through and annotate using my method. Now, the first thing that you need to know when you sit down to annotate is what you're reading. And this sounds really simple, but think about it. Sometimes you jump into reading without being sure what you're looking at. So take a second and stop and ask yourself, what are you reading? Are you reading an informational text like a news article? Are you reading fiction, like a story? Or are you reading nonfiction, which is told like a story, but it is events that actually happened? What are you reading? It's really important that you know. After you have determined what you're reading, ask yourself why you're reading it. And of the 3 steps, this is the one you should take the most time on. Why are you reading it? Are you going to answer reading questions? You have like a worksheet with questions you got to answer? It'd be a good idea to go back and look at those questions before you start so that you know what you're looking for. Maybe you're reading for something more abstract. Maybe you're just looking for ideas. Well, what ideas are you hoping to find? Are you looking for inspiration of some sort? Are you reading for information? Is it for school? Is it for yourself? Maybe you woke up one morning and there was a lot of smoke outside, and so you pulled up the newspaper and you're looking for information about where the smoke is coming from. So why are you reading it? That'll really help you get through your reading faster. And then the final step, the action step, is that you should pull it up and highlight anything that seems like it might be what you're looking for. Even if you're not sure, as you're reading the article, you're never going to truly be sure if it's what you're looking for. But if you think, yeah, this might be what I'm looking for, highlight it. You should also write yourself notes. Now, the writing yourself notes depends what platform you're on. For example, if somebody emails you a PDF, you're probably not going to be able to write notes in it. But most of the platforms that your teachers are going to use do let you write notes. So highlight anything that seems like it might be what you're looking for and write yourself notes along the way. Now, for my example, I've got a news article about Chadwick Boseman, a really great actor who died 2 days before I filmed this video. So we're going to read this article, and I'm going to show you my thought process. Now, step 1, what am I reading? If we take a quick scroll, it kind of looks like a news article, right? We've got pictures, we've got some quotes, we've got links, and if we look a little closer, we see that the source right here is CNN. So this is a news article. We're reading an informational text. News articles count as informational text. And why are we reading it? Well, I heard a lot of people mention Chadwick Boseman, and the name sounded kind of familiar because I did watch Black Panther a few years ago, but I wasn't quite sure who he was or what he did or why people were so sad that he died. So that is what I'm looking for in this article. I'm reading it because I want information on who Chadwick Boseman was. I want to know what he was known for. And step number 3, highlight anything that seems like it might be what we're looking for. So I'm going to now go through, and the first thing I'm going to do is click on my little highlighter tool here. I think I'm going to go for yellow. That's a pretty classic highlighter color. And anything that seems like it answers the question of what was Chadwick Boseman known for, I'm going to go ahead and highlight. So actor Chadwick Boseman, who brought the movie Black Panther to life with his charismatic intensity and regal performance, has died. Okay, number 1, brought the movie Black Panther to life. Seems like it might answer my question. Bozeman has battled colon cancer since 2016 and died at home with his family and wife by his side, according to a statement posted on his Twitter account. He was 43. Colon cancer, he sadly became known for that, so let's highlight that. A true fighter. Chadwick persevered through it all and brought you so many of the films you have come to love so much, the statement said. He brought us films. Okay, I like movies. From Marshall to The Five Bloods, August Wilson's Ma Rainey's Black Bottom, and several more, all were filmed during and between countless surgeries and chemotherapy. So these right here look like names of movies. I don't know any of these movies, but it seems like something I might want to look at later. With his role as King T'Challa in the boundary-breaking film Black Panther, he became a global icon and inspiring symbol of Black power. That role was the honor of Bozeman's career, the statement said. Okay, global icon, inspiring symbol of Black power. That sounds really important. Definitely a thing he's known for, so let's highlight that. There's a picture of him in Black Panther, the movie. He graduated from Howard University. A South Carolina native, Bozeman graduated in 2000 from Howard University, a historically black college in Washington, D.C. So he was definitely known for going to that school. While there, he also attended the British American Drama Academy at Oxford in 1998. It is with profound sadness that we mourn the loss of alumnus Chadwick Bozeman, who passed away this evening. His incredible talent will forever be immortalized through his characters and through his own personal journey from student to superhero. Rest in power, Chadwick, University President Wayne A.I. Frederick said in a statement. So this is interesting to me. Rest in power. Usually people say rest in peace. Now, I don't know if I'm going to need to look at this later, but I feel like this might be important, or it might just be a cool quote that I can use in the paper that I'm going to write. So I'm going to write myself a note here. I'm going to click the plus. And I'm going to write interesting. A play on the usual phrase, rest in peace. Bozeman's breakout performance came in 2013 when he played Jackie Robinson in the film 42. Bozeman's passing was announced the day the Major League Baseball honored Jackie Robinson Day, an annual commemoration delayed by several months due to the pandemic. Okay, breakout performance in the movie 42. Breakout means that's what made him famous. So this is definitely something he was known for, definitely worth highlighting. His transcendent performance in 42 will stand the test of time and serve as a powerful vehicle to tell Jackie's story to audiences for generations to come, Major League Baseball tweeted Friday about the actor. Bozeman made his Marvel Cinematic Universe debut in 2016 as T'Challa / Black Panther in Captain America: Civil War. Black Panther then got his own standalone movie that was released in 2018. Yes, I do remember that, so we're going to highlight all of this. Marvel Studios had previously announced the second movie of the Black Panther saga would debut in theaters in May 2022. The actor starred in other films, including playing James Brown and Get On Up and Thurgood Marshall in Marshall. A superhero to many. Bozeman brought history to life with his roles, Martin Luther King III said. So I'm going to write a note to myself here. Martin Luther King III sounds to me like he is the son of Martin Luther King Jr. Now that's clearly an important person. We've read in this news article that Chadwick Bozeman was a black icon, and so I think it's important that there's a quote by Martin Luther King III in this article. So I'm just going to write a note to myself. Interesting quote. As Black Panther, he was also a superhero to many, he wrote on Twitter. And despite his 4-year-long battle with cancer, he kept fighting and he kept inspiring. He will be missed. People keep talking about how inspiring Chadwick was, so I'm going to highlight that word right there. The NAACP also paid tribute to the actor, saying Bozeman showed us how to conquer adversity with grace, for showing us how to say it loud, for showing us how to walk as a king without losing the common touch, for showing us just how powerful we are, their Instagram statement said. Thank you, Chadwick Bozeman. That seems like an important phrase right there, showing us just how powerful we are. So I'm going to highlight that. And we're done. Now, when I sit down to write a paper or answer questions about this article, or even to just think about it if this isn't for school, I don't need to reread this article anymore. I can pull it up on my Google Docs and I can just skim it real quick. I don't have to read the whole thing. My eyes can just sort of follow the highlights. I can look at the, I just forgot to click comment there. I can follow the notes that I wrote for myself. And in less than 30 seconds, I can completely refresh my memory. 30 seconds to look through highlights and notes is a lot less than the 4 or 5 minutes it would take to reread this article. So that is how you annotate. That is a very simple way of annotating it, nothing crazy here. You should be able to do this on most online platforms. I hope this is helpful to you, and I hope that it helps you write better papers, think more clearly, and have more time for yourself, because you don't need to go back and keep rereading things. Who doesn't like having extra time? Thanks for watching my video, guys.